Namaste! Namaste, Big Cat! Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Big Cat, guess what? It's true. Fresh is naive. Does indeed shine in the sunlight. Yes, baby. You'll be getting a lesson on all that glitters is not gold, blood. It's what fugazi fake can't be tested under a light. No, especially the sunlight. Right, let me straighten up in my chair because I've got my back chakra. I've still got to massage it after my niece's birthday party. Let me tell you something. I put my foot into it. I danced the night away. But anyway, I digress again, darling dears. Let's bring up the comments. The birds have decided to pack it in, so I'm going to turn up my music. It must be going to rain. They only stop when it's going to rain. But anyway, I digress again. Namaste, big cats. Namaste, come in. Come on, I've got intel. We'll kick off with what? The Serenity Prayer. Because we all know it, been through it, and know what? Got the t-shirt, the mug. Yes, baby. The mugs that says you ain't getting smoked blood. Fist bump. Let's carry on, darling dears. God, grant me the courage to change the things I can change, the serenity to accept those I cannot change, and the wisdom to know the difference. So be it mote. Energies, hop, 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 darling dear. Hop, hop, hop. Who's in the comments? Let's see. First in the chat, we've got Lisa Scott, fist bump, big cat wave. Michelle Nichols, hello. Pinky's up. Chris March, hello. The Truth I Know, Supreme Rising. Big cat wave. Angel Love. Skeet, skeet. I see you here, darling dear. Glad you could drive by. Dakisha Bell, fist bump. Empress, Empathy? Well, okay then. Hello. Pinky's up. Let's dive in, darling dears. Let's dive in. As I said, we will kick off with the planetary energies because the one day I was off, there was trouble afoot, and I've had to rename my smack it to the hitch slap. Let me tell you something. That face, Chris Rock's face, was well and truly boxed, mate. It must be feeling rubbery. No one checked on Chris to see if he was okay. Is he mentally okay? But I sat down and I thought about it amongst myself. Chris Rock is going to be paid for what was delivered unto him, right? We've already done that, Reed. He's going to be paid by the Oscars. Will Smith's going to have to pay money on the back end. Yes, he's going to come off probably the $20 million man. Tell me. Anything less, I won't believe it. Because he took it like a boss and a champion. That what? Hitch slap. Hitch slap. You didn't want to hitch slap. No, it's not good. As I was saying, darling dears, right, the planetary energies today, the Pisces moon aligns with Uranus in Taurus. Taking the high road could be hard, especially when you know you're right blood. And if you're a big cat, you're right blood. Why? You've been through the DNS and you came off what? Smelling like roses, blood. A little what? Vigilant. Well, maybe a lot vigilant. Because you ain't going back. Had to look over my shoulder so that it doesn't sneak up on me again. Right? Tongue wrestling today is not advised. Bottom feeders are afoot and looking for someone to what? Pick on or draw out. Not the big cat. Not the busy big cat that I know you to be. How now, brown cow? Take a step back from the drama and refuse to fight. Tussle, tongue wrestle. East Island, Stevie Wonder. You'll be able to resolve situations more quickly if you don't have the last word. Sometimes you have to use silencio. Silence. Especially when it's a fool, right? Still up to the same foolishness, right? They're calling on your help. your help, right? To help heal them in a situation when they haven't patterned up. That's the new word, darling dear, from the young uns. You've got to pattern up, blood. They're not patterning up, right? If they're not prepared to get rid of the sickness that caused all of their issues, allow them, blood, leave them to it. Don't listen. It will be the whisperings of Hannibal Lecter. The good news, there's always a good in the bad, darling dear. You just have to look for it from a big cat position. The best position. The one that knows what's going on, blood. Melita? Fakovic? Hello, darling dear. Fist bump. And Priya Singh, pinkies up. As I was saying. The good news that you'll be feeling compelled to be to speak your truth. Be more open-hearted, right? Why? Because everything you talk is a pearl of wisdom, guys. Because you've been through the trenches and you came back with multiple streams of income, wisdom, and fabulous, gorgeous loveliness. As I was saying, today is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to speak your truth with no judgment from others. Why? Them have to shut up them what? Point A and point B mouth, right? They have to shut up because you speaks the truth. You don't speak often, big cat, but when you do, everybody's running for shelter. Why? The sunlight is indeed shining on the fresh hit. Under this luminary, right, the Pisces moon, your ears and your eyes are going to be wide open, blood. You can't be tricked. You certainly will not be plundered, pillaged, or looted. Prohibit yourself from that shiznai, big cat. Start, right? Watch out for people. Well, they said they were people. They're going to try and take advantage of you today, darling dears. Advantage of your wisdom, your common sense, your flip-flop, and maybe even try... Oh, pardon me, excuse me. That was a spiritual belch that fell out of my mouth. I don't usually be so vulgar, but I wasn't expecting it. Please excuse moi. It's because I speaks the truth. Pinkies up. As I was saying, they're going to try it, blood. They're going to try it. They're going to try you. Why? Because I told you the bottom feeders are afoot today. And they wants the tongue wrestling. But why? Why? Because they want to hear your opinion, darling, yeah. But they don't know how to ask for it from the bottom of the pit. Why? Because they've been told to fetch the black bags, blood. The trash bags, the basura had to be taken out, right? Setting boundaries can be challenging. You shouldn't give endlessly without being appreciated. You must be... Sorry, I had to get a bit Woody Woodpecker then. You got to be appreciated. And you'll know when someone's taking the piss. Gone past the piss and not taking a shit in your life. Know this, big cat. While I'm on that topic of people that likes to take the shit. The shit. Yeah. We're going to talk about the ex. The ex-friend, ex-lover, ex-family member that wants to come back. I know. You've already used the bitch begun spray. You've given them your shapely back. Right, law 16. Right. And you continue to what? Be blessed in their face, darling dear. Law 8 of the 48 laws of power. Everything is just coming to you, including the common sense. Listen, common sense, right? Your flip-flop, just like the money, the skrillers, the pentacales, right? In a crowd, it will always find you, big cat. Why? You know how to use it to your best advantage. You won't use your common sense to trick anyone. No! You'll use it to get yourself out of a tight situation with a bottom feeder who's giving you the whisperings of Hannibal Lecter. Why would they want to come back at this point? Why wouldn't they? Bitch, you fabulous. I told you. You hold the whip. You are Khaleesi or Carl. And your grind and your get to the bag move is like no other. whatever you've been doing with your studies, your educations, your businesses, your higher learnings, darling dear, working on yourself, right? They want a piece of you. Come back to keep you as an option. Are you an option, darling dear? An option is right up there with what? Vacant orifice, cum bucket, doormat, farmer, and other worthian, as well as what? Dummy bat. Yeah. That wants to keep you as an option. In case their new situation that was born of darkness doesn't work out, that new friend is more skullduggerous than they were to you. Listen, they come running, but you better be ready with what? The hitch slap. Okay? They need to know that it's a cease and desist season. You are impregnable, right? And impervious to the what? The wicked. And the what? Time wasters. You look at old pictures, if you dare to still have any in your phone, right? And you see you standing next to the snake. You and the snake at the spa. You and the snake in the mirror making funny faces. But the snake's face stayed the same. Listen, big cat, it's out there. And it's coming in, right? To you. They don't want to fully, right, experience the complete loss of you, right? No, what do you mean? They tried to kill you stone dead. I know, my laugh sounded a bit crack on crazy, but I can't believe the effrontery of it. The presumptuousness and obnoxiousness of these bottom feeders. They want to delay the detachment from the big cat, right? Draw out the long kiss goodbye, right? All while taking your hairline with them. They want you back in the reverse friar tuck. Let me sip my mocha and calm down, case, because there's no one to check me, boo. I digress again, darling dears. The majority of individuals, right, who wants to come and offer a ridiculous pursuit of friendship, right? Those same ones, right, that are going for a traumatic ending of a relationship, one that you gave your opinion on, right, more than one time. They want you to be their emotional tampon as they what? Go back into the same shit, right, that they was in. Baby, listen up, big cat. Here's what you do. When they come to tell you, oh, they've lied about the fact that they haven't given up that bottom feeder that's run through their life like it's what? Listen, get the black bag season, right, and hide them. Yeah, they've got this fool or this idiot, right, trying to jettison back to them. And they're up for it, or they lied to you and said that they're not with that person. When they come and tell you anything, because they will come, darling dear. Your common sense is like a lighthouse. The fact that you are strong in them streets and you say what you mean and you mean what you say and you live and die by the word of the Most High, right? They will come back, darling dear. Here's what you tell them. You ready for it, big cat? Okay. Anything they've got to say, you just say okay. And then go about your day, darling dear. They will be perplexed, perturbed, and pressed, right? Because you've given them what? A hitch slap. I've told you. Don't allow them to draw you back into their fucking knees, black. If you've told them, and they've told them many times, till you started to get what? Triggered by their shiznai, right? You try to get rid of them, but I'm telling you, they're like molasses, mate. Hard to get off, right? Once you've dipped your toe in that shit. Right? You've got to get selfish and get that selfish person out of your life. So you'd lead with an okay and keep it moving, blood. Brah, or say stream. You keep it moving. and you don't look back. Remember, Lot's wife. Get that self-respect together for yourself, darling dear. That's self-respect, self-care, self-love, and self-worth. Don't involve yourself in situations like that. You just say, what? That's right, my dear big cat. You say, okay. Because you realize that your gangster is not ready for the halocene that must be created between you and them. The distance, darling dear. Because karma is not discriminatory. No, it'll rub off on everyone. And if you keep inviting these big befuddled bottom feeders with their little finger ways, who's going to give you what? A back front neck tabbing again, blood. Especially when you can't believe that they're going back to the same foolishness, right? That nearly took them to what? Quasimodo's bestie status, blood. That's where they wants to be. You say, okay, you pack up all of your goodness, fabulous, gorgeous loveliness, and go back, go on with your day, guys. Go on with your day. Don't tongue wrestle. Never you interrupt a fool when they are making a mistake, and it's a repeated mistake. Loud and blood, I told you. Big cat, it's patting up season. We're listening to the young'uns. We're patting up. We're not having it. And don't you bother your brain thinking about, oh, this and that and this and that and that and this. Listen, you haven't got the hairline for it, and you've got multiple streams of income to be attending to. Please, I told you, you've got that knowledge. And what is knowledge? That's right, my dear cat. Knowledge is power. And power is power. And there's nothing like a what? Good Psalms. To lead the way to the light, darling dear. This is my favorite book, gifted to me by my mother in 1994. And it's the only thing I have from her, besides pictures. That in itself says a lot, darling dear. But this is a powerful book to have. It has a psalm for everything, darling dear. To quiet a big, because I'm telling you, they wants to come around and make your heart go boom diddy boom diddy boom. And I told you, big cat, I've told you, if you come around me and make my heart go boom diddy boom diddy, be prepared for a dressing down, a full-on tongue lashing. They want to what? Insult your intelligence and bring them on that heinous merry-go-round of fucking blood. Brah, sistering, don't do it, big cat. Mind your own business and see them off with a quick, okay. And I'm telling you, they are aggressive with their effrontery. If they've still got a means to contact you on this Malkuf, by social media, by phone, train, plane, or whatever, they'll do it. They'll come back again because you've said okay to come and tell you this and that happened. You know what you do after you've already said okay? You hang that bitch up. You put down that phone quietly. You escort them off your premises if they've dared to show up your door with their fucking blood. You escort them out. And furthermore, right, I was reading on the internet the other day that to stop these marauders coming to your house, they'll think again before you knock it. They said to get some red brick, right, and scatter it at your doorstep. I haven't got it yet, but listen, I'm a busy cat. But then again, I've got me what? Peacock feathers. Peacock feathers are for strength, enlightenment, but they're also for protection, darling dear. I have it over my back and front doors and every room in my domicile. So if they come with it, they leave with that shit. If they get in, it stays on them, mate, like white on rice, and they leave with that shit. Protect yourself and your domicile, your home, your kingdom, darling dear, because they will come with the fucking ease. For what? Your pearls of wisdom, darling dear. Because they see you as wise. Because you've overcome the unovercomable. Is that a word? Well, it is now. My lexicon is fat and popping as we pattern up in this season. Fist bump. You will come back, right? You better make sure, right, that you are obstreperous with what? The okay. You put your back into it. You dust off your sandals and head out. Matthew 10:14. Darling dears. Me. What you mean? Listen, what them feel like. We've patterned up and we're not having it. Look, peacock feathers everywhere, darling dear. Even one of my desks, I told you, I'm not joking. When I was called to this duty, this is in my birth natal chart. I didn't just make it up. I had to learn tarot. Then I had to listen to my inner voice. This is why I ended up writing a book. I had to learn astrology because it's like this with tarot. You have to know one hand can't wash without the other. You have to learn how to protect yourself. You think it's a joke when I come here? I have to open up my etheric field in order to speak to you on a soul level. It's not funny. Now people want to come for my Listen, I've got my black obsidian crystals just hanging around the big cat's neck. Come on! Don't let them do it, you big cat. And don't be drawn in by their what? Pandering, right? To your what? Better nature. Yes, you can rise above it, right? And not tongue wrestle and try and explain why they shouldn't do what they did. No! You say okay! And never you forget Proverbs 26:11. Only a fool will return to such folly as a dog returns to his vomit. And we don't eat vomit. They want to regurgitate in your life, in your cranium, and put the karmas on you as you worry about their shit. When you've got multiple streams of income to tend to. Fist bump. Not telling off anyone, but good God. Many are called, but few are chosen, and they're choosing you to be their emotional tampon. Like I said, we coming through with a hitch slap. The hitch slap. Thank you, Will Smith, for giving me some more names for my accoutrements, right? My accoutrements, right? Listen. You listen, baby. The reason why everything is a teaching moment, because I've had a few, right? Dusty's trying to hit me up with some fucking ease blood. And then ask my opinion. What did I say? Okay, they were perplexed, but you're supposed to tell me that I'm supposed to tell you what? What? If my body could have levitated off my bed where I was minding my own business, eating my honeydew melon, because you know I love a melon in a baggie. Listen. Let's move on, big cat, because I told you I can be a chatty cat, but everything is a teaching moment. We're not tongue wrestling with no one who chooses to go back to a Shakira hips that was skullduggerous from the get-go. Free will and all that. And I've got the free will as you, big cat, to do what? 2 of these and 1 of those. And you move away your loveliness like this. Just the okay. Look, I even got me. Listen, you haven't got to pour in the fight, blood. Don't argue with the fresh shit shining in the sunlight. My back chakra is sufficiently massaged now. Let me just get to this and that. Let's get the runes out, darling dears, and see what's going on. I'm already 24 minutes in. I shook it hard to get 2, darling dears. I wanted a duo today. And you have to realize what you're coming through with is what? Swallow, sun energy. This is your life force, darling dear. As you sit on a seat of victory and success, darlings. Represented by the number 76, 77, 78, and 79. What's going on with this music? It's picking on me, right? Can you hear the birds? They're back at it again, my feathered friends. Don't like the furry ones because it's usually a dog blood. Listen, I digress again. As I was saying, darling, just lean in, big cat. You've got the sun energy in the upright. It speaks about your achievements. It also speaks about what's something stable coming towards you in the form of a friendship, a marriage. Listen, it's not one of those that you had to pattern up from. No. New beginning, right? Enlightenment, being blessed, darling dear, being one of the chosen, right? You are showing them how to do it and you're not even trying. What's this? Right? I've got to laugh because when the runes are ready to come through, they are not ramping. You've got Perthro. The High Priestess rune. This is about you getting your third eye on them bitches and mitches. Those that want to come and tattletale on the woes of their life. None of your business, blood. And notice, my darling dears, right? It's a gossip monger, right? Because Perthro is in the reverse, darling dears. This is somebody who is bitter, twisted, right? They've got malicious intent, right? And it also speaks about the vagina. Yes, and it's in the reverse. So they've got the skullduggerous coochie, eh? Or that skullduggerous futum, eh? Yes! Or they've got skullduggery entering, said coochie. Listen, whatever's going on in that coochie, which is none of our business, right? But it's in the runes. This person is a spellcaster, and it is also a female, right? They are also over the age of maturity. In tarot, that's over 18, right? You're thinking that could be anyone. No, persons in particular will be approaching you today, darling dears, to get your pearls of wisdom. You tell them okay and leave it at that. This person is bitter, jealous, and has always been what? Involved in third-party situations. They're possibly about to insert themselves back into a third-party situation, or they never left that shit. They just told you that they left that shit in order to what? Continue to glean your pearls of wisdom so they could muddy it. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît, another spiritual belch because I speaks the truth. Roof, pinkies up. Somebody wants to muddy your what? Spiritual waters today, darling dear. They don't like the cut of your cloak, the way you shine in the sunlight, and it really is shiny, unlike their sunlight from the bottom of the pit, darling dear. They're looking for the light, someone to take them out of their Listen, this is a professional third partier, a professional third partier. Whether they've asked for it or they've been put into it, they're used to it. Leave them with what they've got and what they called in. I told you, we are patterning up. This is pattern up season. I'm going to change the name of this video to pattern up season. All right? As I said, my mocha, because you ain't smoking me. They ain't. They them madam. Listen. What do these what befuddled in the brains want to tell you? Gosh. They're going to talk about some man. This could be male or female, right? They want to come tell you about some man, right? Good God. Baby! Bra! Sisterine! They want to come tell you about some man, right? And they now believe that they are their soulmate. The same one that gave them a two-piece, possibly an STD, and made them into a professional third partier. They're going to come and tell you that's their soulmate. Look! Some man! For some of you, darling dears, you're going to be meeting on a masculine, darling dears, and you may be tempted. But beware, this person is not above spell casting using sex magic and great what? Feats of what? What's not true? A full-on lying liar. Right? Somebody who wants to be what? The light in your life. But guess what? The devil was known as the light, wasn't they? All of this and that, big cat. They want to come and tell you about some man. I told you, soulmate for me look like old blowtorch, darling dear. Right? Oh! Yes, baby. Some of you will be getting, right, being touched by a divine masculine. This will be what? A duo, you believe. But guess what? You've got the High Priestess in reverse. This person comes with attachments of a dummy bat kind that's got tree sloth ways. They're dealing with what? A professional third partier. What? Listen, don't commit yourself to that. You'll be sorry. Yeah. Don't commit yourself to a divine feminine, divine masculine. You've got a doppelganger on the balls of their feet coming to take over your territory with fucking knees, blood. Don't commit yourself. Hold on a minute. Let me open the window. It's got so hot in here. Excuse me, ma. All of this, all my stuff is trying to attack me, right? As I try to shimmy around the desk, something's going to fall. I can feel it. I don't normally have things precariously balanced, but good God, I'm being attacked by bits of paper. All right, sorry about that, guys. I had to open the window a little bit wider. It's getting kind of hot in here. As we talk about the what? Hitch slap. We are going to use it with a full-on okay and keep it moving. Right, let's get some tarot on the table. We want to know what's their issue. Oh, something in their life they want to work or is not working, or it could be involved with their job, darling dear. Fill out. What's this? Bitch. Not you, darling dear. It's just an exclamation, just like blood clot. Yeah, bitch. Alright? They envy you. Your je ne sais quoi, divine masculine, divine feminine. They envy you. And they want to bring you back into the darkness. Take you down a peg or two, eh? Bury you with what? Triggeration of what they're going through, eh? They envy you. They possibly envy your work ethic. I told you, it's off the shiznai right about now. What's this? Your career, darling dears. And they're a career what? Dummy back blood. I told you, this is a professional third partier, right? Some of them are envying your work ethic, the fact that you've managed to build a career for yourself by the sweat of your proverbial balls, darling dear, and your common sense, right? And your your journey, your how can I put it, pilgrimage, right? To get to the knowledge, to understand thyself. They're jealous of everything you've got going on, and they say nasty things because you're going to give them what? Okay. And that's it. They want to rain on your parade. The Sun card is the happiest card in tarot, darling dear. Please excuse me. They want to come and rain on your parade. Is that what they want? Let's see. We're going to have to use 2 decks for this. What's going on with them versus what's going on with you? Base of your deck, Wheel of Fortune. Happy days, darling dear. Fate, destiny, and good luck. Right? Current energy around the big cat. Current energy. Thank you. Oh, a throttle. You see it before it's coming, darling dear. You've already fell back from that tongue wrestling of that situation. You are not the same cat that you was before. In days of old, darling dear, you had to wash your face like David. You was dealing with what? Snakes, straight out of the crevice of the devil's balls, right? With their little finger ways. We've got the Scorpio energy. You overcoming. We've also got the Libra and Aquarius energy of it all out here, darling dears. They don't like the fact that you've got a rebirth. You've already sent them off, washed your face like David, realizing you can't win in this situation. A situation that brought a lot of what? Triggeration to you in the form of anxiety, depression, right? Lack, all of that. You had to fall back, darling dear. This was a situation where you was unable to eat or sleep. They really had you by the short and curlies. They had your psychological password. They, them, and until you decided to what? Begin again. The flag is about your transformation, as well as you being above the fucking knees, blood. This is not your position. right? To be in what drudgery and sadness. And if you allow that energy to come back, guess what's going to show up behind it? Bull swanky. Told you, we lead him with what? Okay. Base of your deck, I told you. All of this sword energy. They're coming in with the fucking ease hot, quick and fast, and they're not sorry about it. Let's put this here so we can see it. The Knight of Swords speaks about you also using your intelligence. You're highly intelligent. This is also about you, what? Rushing in. What you used to do. Rushing with what? Information on how to heal their situation. You'll be quick to speak to them again because you forgave them so many times. But this is a time where you do not forgive them. Look at all of this air energy. Common sense, right, is a flower that doesn't grow in everyone's garden, my dear big cat. It's a superpower for some, and you have it. Look at all of this sword energy. This is about you, what? Sitting back, right, and thinking about the information that you previously amassed, realizing that it's fucking Eve's blood, and it's not even on your level anymore. You don't live at that address. Base of their deck. Look, all up in their cranium. They're trying to decide something in their dummy bat brain. What do they want? Don't they know that you're the happiness expert? Didn't they get the 411? All up in, they're trying to make some kind of a decision. Look. They've got 5 skrillers, right? They've managed to what? Put away some money, right? And they feel stagnant and stuck in a situation. They don't know what to, how can I put it? They had no clear plan, right? And no clear goal, right? And they want to what? Change their life around. The 5 of P on its face is about coming in from the cold. Well, guess what? Don't allow them in. They're stuck in a situation, right? They turn their back on all the advice because this is swords. This is tongue wrestling. This is talking. This is giving advice, right? This is worrying on their behalf, right? Or worrying from the things that they said to your blood. And they was dark hearts for sure. They want to be like Larry the Lamb now. Listen, you better have the memory of an elephant. This person is a professional third partier, right? A disingenuous friend, right? A family member that never stood up for you, right? Talked about you like your name was Shiznai. Blood! Laughed at you, laughed at your back. Someone that never protected you. Now they wants to come in and have a little powwow. They want to whisper in your shell life. I told you already. It will be that whisperings of Hannibal Lecter. Have I got enough space? I have. Why do they want to come in like they like they're what? Humble. They're not humble, darling dear. Because they didn't get their wish fulfillment out of their toxic professional third party situation. That throuple. They're not emotionally fulfilled where they are. This goes to a 12, then it goes down to a 3. This is a reverse empress. Somebody who's bitter, jealous, unable to bend the matrix. If they've got progeny, they are no one's parent. That child has to hit the ground running, blood, right? They don't supervise if you've got children with this person, right? They have no emotion to offer. Why? Because their inner child wounds have never been tended to. They want to be meek like Larry the Lamb. To stab you again, darling dear. Oh, they have a master plan for you, big cat. Beware. It's your knowledge, darling dear, your essence. This is all about you getting lots of downloads in your dreams. You're getting more innovative ideas as every day goes by, darling dears. You've already had. You see the 2 swords that they're holding? You've been in that situation where you was undecided on what to do about the situation. The swords is down because you was dealing with a lying liar. Listen, a liar is just like a thief, darling dear. Just like a thief. What's the action they plan to move? Listen. They're watching everything you're doing. Seeing king-size pain, darling dear. This mouth breather. They would love to take action towards you, right? But unfortunately, they see you as what? Their happy ticket, right? They don't like the fact that you've what? Mastered some kind of a situation, some kind of a job, who could be even what? A master orator. You've got the gift of the gab, whatever it is. This person comes in with the bad energy, and you know this. Two major arcana. You're being blocked from engaging with them, darling dear. Whatever you've mastered, they will surely bring it down. The bottom feeder level, just like them. That's the move that they would like to take towards you. But what do you think of that move? I've got to use their deck. You're thinking, what? Vulnerable around them? They must be out of their cotton picking mind. You've got the what? Memory of an elephant. Not only that, you're highly intelligent, right? And whatever they're trying to what? Bring into your life, it's going to be what? Dead in the water, blood. Dead in the water. You will dress them down. It will be an evisceration of the century. Just like that bit, what was it? The what? Mitch slap that Will gave to Chris. This is somebody that's wounded you spiritually, mentally, could also be physically, darling dear. They wanted you to break, they wanted you to bend, they wanted all of this and that. Right. Let's find out some more intel about these bottom feeders. Right. Codependent. Right. Not emotionally happy. Broke pocketers. And looking for someone to save them, darling dear. What else do we need to know? You see the offer coming, darling dear. They're coming to offer you something, but this is the Knight of Cups. They'll be extremely charming, congratulating you on your many accolades and your business acumen. But this person is not here for a long time. If it's a relationship, they want one night stand, darling dear, to steal your energy. If it's a friendship, they only because they envy what you've worked towards and the careers that you've built for yourself, darling dear. Right? If it's a family, it's again coming out because of your work and your career, darling dears. This is someone, the Knight of Cups, is someone who does not emotionally support you. They never emotionally supported you. They, them, and listen, and karma will kill out them quati, right? Libra energy, a season of resolution, darling dear. Creating freedoms for you, my dear big cat. And what a painful ending for them. Some of them you'll have to take up legal action against them. It's going to have to be rich white lady season on Keitha, darling dear, because they dropped the ball. Could be a work situation, right? Because you see things from a different perspective. You've patterned up and you're not allowing yourself to be pushed around. Oh no, right? You've got no passion for them, right? You see them as basura. And your back is to all of that shiznai blood. You're focused on your career. Moving forward, this is about you taking active movements towards your goals, your wishes, and your wants. We don't go for needs, darling dears. When you go for needs, you end up with what? Bottom feeders, bottom feeding. Justice. This is how they see you, darling dears, as the empress of everything. Knowing your worth, self-love, self-care, right? And abundant. If you've got progeny, you are that mother. You are a good mother or father. You know, gender is fluid, right? Look what's behind that. Another Empress card. You are a badass being, full of life, love, and possibilities. I kid you not. See things from a different perspective. It's also a spiritual perspective, realizing that you was dealing with the spiritually deficit and blind. Some of you realize that what? The loss of this passion goes to 3 of Wands because you had to think about your own goals. You had to realize that you would never achieve anything better than you did in that situation amongst those type of energies. You had to pattern up. Yeah. made the decision that you're not investing in a broke pocket buddy if you got a dime, right? A shoe shine man or girl, a pretender and a procrastinator, someone that can't even fight their way out of a black, was it a brown bag or even a black bag, the trash bag that you told them to leave with. This is somebody who is, if they've got a vehicle, they can't afford it, darling dear. They've made bad investment after bad investment, walked into every situation blindfolded and hoping for the best, right? Well, guess what? Big cat don't drink opium. You're too busy winning. What about these ne'er-do-wells that want a moment of your time to tell you all sorts of this and that, right? Yeah. Once you've told them okay once and they try it again, you put down that phone, you escort them off your premises, right? What about them? Yeah. Look at this. Made bad investments into foolish cycles, right? That fed into their darkest nature. Now they want to be free of that. Now we're seeing the major arcana turn up for them. Listen, this was not, right, divinely guided, whatever they did, whatever they invested their energies in, right? It was full of F shit, right? And now they're looking at your loyalty, darling dears. They want to come back. They want to come and offer the Empress, the divine feminine, right? The divine masculine, right? That's reached their what? Maturity, right? Spiritual maturity, because it wasn't easy, the DNS. They want to come and offer you as a page, right? After you've reparented yourself, they want to come and plant that skulldugger seed in your garden. Let me tell you something. You don't need a page with one pentacale. Especially one that is saying that they've moved away from their devilish, right, chains. What bound them? Their addictions. Listen, they've not invested in what? They haven't invested in getting better or releasing themselves from their what? Their lower natures. Whatever it is, whatever they did. If they're a gossiper, a cheater, a liar, right, a blame shifter, a projector, they're still the same person. And they're going through karma, darling dear. Negative cycle on rinse and repeat. And all the time they're going through that cycle, there's you with your loyalty sitting on your seat as only the king or queen you are. God in your heart, darling dear, there's a lid on this cup. They want to come and offer up as a page or come with one peccadillo, right? To do what? Told you. You're looking fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely, Queen of Wands in the upright. Pay no attention to what they come with, darling dear, and don't accept any gifts, and don't go and meet them anywhere. Why? We've seen the first 48. We are what? Experts of CSI, blood. You've already released this fool and sent them back to their foolishness. And this is what you're serving. You as a good wife, a good mother, lover, friend, family member. You are stable, right? Using your psychic abilities, intuitively guided to get to many bags, darling dear. Your knowledge is off the chain, darling dear. And they wish they had your loyalty, right? And standing at their side. Why? Because they're a shoe shine. They're a shoe shine, a con person, a hoodwinker. They serve page. They may look like a knight, but they're a page. Divine wants you to remember the burden you already put down. Remember the times they had you at hockey sticks at dawn with what was going on in their life and how they what? Put them burdens at your back, darling dear. Remember what they did in the quiet. What was it shown in the light to you? The fresh shit shining in the light. Remember what they did. They don't want you to remember. They want you to, they would love to use the what? The Men in Black eraser pen on your memory, right? Well, if they get that, you get Wonder Woman's lasso of truth, blood, fist bump. I need to go a bit more into this heinous mind, right? Told you, They come to betray you again, and they come to tell you of being betrayed in a situation that they was foolish in, that they should never have invested in, right? Because it was the devil in disguise. They knew what they was going back into, and now they're gonna try and come and cry to you. And some of them want to cry straight in your purse for you to help them. Your purse, your pocketbook, your handbag. I think not, Scotty. I think not. I had to put my back and neck into it. Have they really overcome the addictive behavior, the wickedness, the gossip, the spell casting? Have they really overcome all of this? It says yes. Even I'm shocked, Big Cat. I'm shocked. What? Yeah, have they really done it? This says no. So hold on a minute. They want to come through like they're telling you the truth, darling dear, but they're serving block pocketers, bad investments, stupid, right? CHEWPED, right? There was a burden that you put down, that you had to put a third eye on that bitch, turn your head away from this page that came with all of the ideas, but nothing to back it up. They're going to come through and what? Act like they've been touched by God themselves. God himself has touched them. And yet it's going to be very hard for you not to believe what they're saying. But don't listen for too long, mate. You'll be brown bread because they haven't got it, mate. Not in the mentals. They are what? Undiagnosed. So therefore they haven't got the medication. They've slipped through the net, darling dear. They come with fucking ease, depression, right? Endless cycles of bad luck, bad credit, right? And bad counsel. You better be strong in the face of them, darling dear, because they're a bad investment. What foolishness are they up to now? Manipulation. Listen, they want to manipulate a Big Cat. When you've decided to pattern up, base of the deck, you better bring God out. Call down the whole armor of God. Yeah? Taurus, some of you are teachers, teaching other things. Teaching people how to what? Create boundaries in the face of the wicked, darling. They're those that like to fight and tussle. This person's coming to con you again with their 120 Calais, this page. You better make sure that your cranium is clear. I think it may have fell in the reverse. This person is a liar and a cheat, and wherever they snuck off to or had to take their black trash bags, the dustbin bags to, it's not working, blood. They want to come back. They've been thinking clearly about you, and they're crying. This is what? Regret, not remorse, darling dear. They'll do it again. They'll do it again. You continue to turn your shapely back. Focus on your own goals and actively work towards them, because faith without works is dead. James 2:14. You put down that burden because it wasn't working, blood. It wasn't working for you, right? You weren't happy in that situation. It was a bottomless pit where you wasted pentacale, possibly time. Your mental health was at stake. You had to put it down and boss up on a bitch and Mitch. And again, we see divine feminine, divine masculine. Somebody's going into union, and it's a leap of faith that you must take, right? This situation will not come with a burden. Know this. We like burden-free round here. And they will continue to spy, be mentally entrapped by you, darling dear. And they will still try to come through with their cruel words and their what? Dummy back wisdom. Don't allow them in. Continue to focus on your goals. Some of you are about to come out in the spotlight, darling dear, as a masterclass person. And we already saw divine masculine and divine feminine. This leads to marriage, long term, after all of that betrayal. The wicked are always up to something. They're so, I don't know. They're so feisty. Yeah, they're feisty. They're up to something. But not at your house, darling, because you've been pipped at the post. True lost first kiss, what did I say? Divine masculine, divine feminine, those that have been what? Not focusing on getting the love, been focusing on the bag. This is what is about to be gifted to you. Hey! And the back front neck tabber is here, but it came in the reverse. They're going to be thwarted, darling dear. They're going to be extremely upset. Right? Because you got the knowledge, darling dear. You know this person and these people. And you won't allow yourself to be tricked again. Once you hear that fucking easy is being put on the table, you say, okay. And you push yourself away. Stick a fork in yourself because you're done, blood. You got the knowledge. What the best knowledge? That's acquired in the DNS, darling dear. Right? You've had to make what? Decisions. Right? Because the devil is always in the details, darling dears. Oh. And whosoever this background Nick Tabak, they're about to get big major karma for the next 6 to 10 years. You don't want to get mixed up in that. I've already told you. The wise walks with the wise. So they can be wise. You walk in a dummy bat, guess what? You'll be the next flying low like them. Right? They are disloyal. You already know this. Right? They're going to spiritual jail, prison with the prisoners. On Keitha, they're on the docket, right? And guess what? They're a thief and a liar. This is why they're going to get the next 6 to 10 years of karma. We've got the Emperor in reverse, High Commander Decepticon. We've got at the back saying, you're going to get it, blood. Told you, right? For all the fucking days they tried on you, the conning, right? Tried to break you because of your caring for others. They came with nothing to the table, darling dear. But now, you know the truth, Ruth. Your shapely back must forever be turned against the wicked that like to spy, right? Who's going through situations that's not working for them, and they know it, right? Betrayal, perfidy, right? That's another word for betrayal, blood. Treachery, treason, and heartbreak. This is all they come with, mate. The disloyal amongst the disloyal. Back front neck tabbers that you had to see off, right? And it's also the spellcasters. Spellcasting is not just about them Googling it, because they Google their spells, mate. Fools. They don't know, put it up there. It's the malicious words. It's the negative energies that's being directed to you, wanting you to fail. Wicked, for sure. Envious, oh yes. Continue to be too busy flying high, big cat. And protect your energies like Smeagol. What's this? Your Chiron. You found your Chiron on your birth natal chart. Go and re-examine it again, darling dears. Make sure that you've got all the healing you need, right? I shouldn't say need, wants. Right? So I told you, the snakes straight out of Slytherin are coming back. Straight from the... Listen, the liar and the thief, right, wants to interrupt your spiritual journey as a time traveler. What else? We've got the Sagittarius energy, and we've also got gratitude, darling dear. This is about you, what? Getting that fire, that gratitude, right? Following your creativities and your passions. The 6 speaks about the right choices you're making. The 2 and the 8 goes to a 10, darling dear. This book speaks about transformation. You already ended that cycle, and it will not begin again unless you allow the devil in. Don't allow them back, right? You've already recreated yourself. Law 25 of the 48 laws of power, right? And again, it tells you to what? Cleanse. This is about your spiritual bath. Best to take it on a Venus Friday, darling dears. We lead with the Psalms 91, Psalms 51, Psalms 121, and I like to double down with a Proverbs 31, 10 blood. Whenever you're taking a spiritual bath, you don't wash yourself in that water. You wash yourself before you get in the water. You go clean, like a baby, right? And pinkies up. Nothing more from this deck. On that note, I drops me my mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon. Thank you very much for your bookings, your donations, your continued support of this channel. Please continue to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when Big Cat is walking in these tarot streets. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. that.